Welcome to Deep Day. My name's Natalie Andersen and I'm a scientist with the International Programme on the State of the Ocean. I recently co-authored a report, Undisturbed, the Deep Ocean's Vital Role in Safeguarding Us from Crisis, alongside Dr. Diva Amon and Professor Lisa Levin. The report sets out how the deep ocean has helped buffer us against the impacts of climate change, but also how climate change impacts are now impacting this vast and remote ecosystem. The report also looks at the existing and emerging human activities that threaten the deep ocean and sets out a pathway to defend the deep and ensure that it can maintain its vital role in safeguarding us against the climate crisis. The vast remote deep ocean is essential to a healthy functioning planet, but it is being increasingly impacted by human activities and climate change. The deep ocean helps to regulate Earth's climate and stores huge amounts of excess heat and carbon dioxide generated by human activities, locking those away for centuries. The marine life of the deep sea also plays an essential role in the transport and storage of carbon. Marine sediments are the largest store of carbon on our planet, and 75% of this carbon is stored within the sediments of the abyss. Without these deep ocean carbon and heat sinks, global warming would have already rendered our planet unlivable. The deep ocean is being threatened by climate change impacts at unprecedented rates, leading to a warmer, more acidified and less oxygenated deep ocean. These impacts will have potentially dire consequences for deep sea life and the deep ocean's ability to mitigate us against the impacts of climate change. Deep sea life has evolved to live within a very narrow range of environmental conditions, and so even the slightest changes in water temperature, acidity or oxygen levels could have major impacts. As well as the impacts of climate change, the deep sea is already being threatened by human activities. Deep sea oil and gas extraction and bottom trawling have already been going on for decades, and we are now facing the threat of the deep sea mining industry. Deep sea mining, if permitted to go ahead, will inevitably lead to large losses of biodiversity, and that loss of biodiversity could potentially impact the deep ocean's ability to mitigate climate change. Deep sea mining will also cause impacts above the ocean's surface due to carbon emissions and other air pollutants emitted from vessels operating over hundreds of nautical miles. Disturbance caused to the deep sea by human activities risks interacting with climate change stressors, further reducing the resilience of deep sea life. The disturbance caused to the seabed by deep sea mining could have potentially significant and long-term consequences on carbon cycling and storage in the deep. Steps that can be taken now to defend the deep include a pause on all extractive activities that lead to biodiversity loss or risk disruption of irreplaceable ecosystem services. This includes the deep sea mining industry, oil and gas extraction and bottom trawl fisheries.